And here we are at the rehearsal of an incredible rehearsal, a day before rehearsal. It sounds like they're already putting a show on the field. You know, this is one pumped crowd. And we visited before with Director of Bands Jeff Matthews and Vice President of Academic and Student Affairs and Provost Lisa Abney, and now Greg Handel. And I go way back with you.
We sure do.
I go way back with you.
Hard to believe.
So
yes,
you did your master's and doctorate at Arizona State when I
sure
taught
did.
there, and I remember you playing the trumpet. I remember that happening, and you played piano and sing, and I've seen you teach. You're the best elementary band teacher I've ever seen in my life. And what happens to people like that when they move into their college job and you're one of those stories? It's like, you came here to do music education?
I did.
Is that right?
I did.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, yeah. And so how did it evolve that you became the director of the School of Creative and Performing Arts? So you came here, you were doing student teaching, advising?
I was. I came as assistant professor of music education, and one of my biggest responsibilities was observing student teachers and then teaching introduction to music education and secondary methods, and which I love, and it's great to be out in the field and see the student teachers at that pinnacle of their college career, where they're
the
actually
capstone.
Yes, they're ready to step out into the world and show us what they got, and especially after having them in class and watching them grow and that sort of thing. So I really enjoyed that. And last January, Bill Brent, who was the director of the School of Creative Performing Arts and director of bands, he held 2 titles, and he said, "I'm getting tired of this, and I need somebody to help me out." So he asked me to step on as associate director of the school.
I see.
And then as the semester progressed, I think he decided he wanted to try to move into some other things, directly into recruiting, which is, he's good at everything, but that's what he's really good at. And, you're seeing the fruits of that right out there on the field.
I should say, you can get a big formation out of something that looks like that down there. Look at that.
Yeah, it's an incredible ensemble, and this is one of the things that I noticed right away, when the fall semester started, just wow, what a group, especially after having been a graduate assistant at Arizona State and listening to this.
Wow. Let's listen and come back and visit. Greg Handel. We're back, and that was something else.
Yeah.
And bravo to you and everybody that's involved. The students are terrific. And Steve McKeithen, Jeff Matthews, the director of bands. You got to be happy that it's the day before and everything's getting dispatched down there.
Well, and Jeff and Steve do a great job. They make a great team. They work really well together, and it's one of those situations where one person's strengths help bring up the other person's weaknesses, and they've got a great working relationship. We have a great working relationship, the three of us as well, and
Awesome.
I used to be out on the field quite a bit with them, and now that I've stepped into some administrative duties, I've been out there less.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I did that for a long time, and the greatest thing is putting on a hat and some sneakers and getting outside. It's one of the greatest
really
things about it.
is.
You teach all day and you get out there. That's awesome, and it's really fun to walk a campus and have everybody say hi to you because they're
Right.
all over that campus.
They know you.
Amazing to do that. I don't even know what building I'm walking by sometimes. And you realize that, oh, this is engineering, of course, a quarter of the band.
Sure. Well, what was really neat for me, too, as a music educator and somebody watching student teachers, is to know what our students are taking out with them, their baggage, so to speak, that they check. And when I go out, then I have a better idea of how they have been taught. When you spend a lot of time in marching band, as our students do, about 6 hours a week, rehearsal.
Right.
It's going to become a part of who you are, and so it's good for me to know what to expect when I go out to see them.
That's great.
Yeah.
And they proudly will bring their students to the stadium on band day, and
Absolutely.
this is the show they'll get hit with.
Absolutely.
And I mean, I can still remember that, and that was a long time ago. But it was. I think that when students learn music as band members, they start to get obsessed with production of sound.
Sure.
It's like how do you sound like that? Like how do you make that pro sound?
Right.
And then there's a point deep in the fall when band day happens and you sit in the stands, you realize what right is.
Right. Absolutely.
And it's stunning. It's stunning to hear that. To hear just this mellophone section alone. It's like
Aren't they fantastic?
It's like going to hear a Russian orchestra, and it's like somebody turned the violas up. It's like there's something amazing about that, and that's what we're getting here. A great high trumpet playing, phenomenal.
This is one of those bands, I think, that you know it's good, and you expect that it's going to be good. But when you actually are sitting down in those stands and you hear that makes you go, wow, I didn't know it was going to be that great.
It's a weird thing for me,
Yeah.
which is I actually had a hand in this arrangement. So
Sure.
I know where the notes are, and they're getting played right now.
They're laying down the parts.
Yeah, great low brass, phenomenal.
Well, we are really lucky to have such a strong faculty in the creative and performing arts, and our applied studio instructors are just top notch.
Yeah,
I would put them up against
Right.
just about anybody in the country.
Yeah, people don't realize how proud papas and mamas
Right.
these studio teachers can be because
Absolutely.
they get involved and their students are involved day to day in
Yeah.
the sectionals.
Right.
Marching bands live or die by sectionals.
Absolutely.
And something very, very basic and very incredible has happened here in order for this product to be on the field.
Yeah, I think that we're laying a good foundation for our music education students to be section leaders, and that,
Right.
again, that's another one of the strengths, many strengths of this band. And I think the other strength is the consistency and leadership over the last 30 years. Certainly, Bill Brent, built this from, as Jeff said, about 35 people up to 300. But what Jeff didn't tell you is that Jeff has been here with the band for over 15 years himself.
Yeah.
And so he's had a big hand in the success of this band, and now Jeff has a loyal alumni following as well. So our students who go out and our band directors and music educators want to send their students back here because they know it's a solid education. And that's how you build a program.
That's what makes your job a lot easier, right?
Absolutely.
Let's go down to the field. This sounds too good. We got to hear this. I'm here with Greg Handel, the director of the School of Creative and Performing Arts at Northwestern State University. It's NSU, right?
Correct.
NSU. And the marching band is called the Spirit. And the team is called the Demons. It's like this is a Halloween thing going on here.
It is. Spirit of Northwestern Demon Marching Band.
That's awesome. And I've known you for a long time. Congratulations
Thank you.
on this wonderful opportunity educationally that you have here. And this is one great marching band and a bunch of happy people too.
Absolutely.
They've been hooting and hollering in between the notes since we got here.
That's the spirit. That's what they're all
Yeah.
about, and that's what makes it fun to watch.
Oh, that's
So,
awesome,
yeah.
Greg. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Absolutely. I look forward to it.
We'll start around 12:30 Central Time, a little bit after that, and we're going to be on banddirector.com right here. You don't touch that dial. And you're an alum, and I guess I'm an alum of the faculty. of Arizona State. They'll be on the
Absolutely.
screen underneath our screen. Pat Sheridan will be there bringing the band day. This is the culmination of a whole lot of work of David Knox, the Wizard of Oz, behind the camera over there. And I'm so happy that we're here with you and see what is going on here at Northwestern State. This is a fantastic occurrence that will close the show tomorrow. And we'll be on for about 6 solid hours of really fantastic music making, from great high school musicians. And we'll be visiting in between the shows, talking about the quality of what we're seeing, and visiting with other faculty members from your school, and we should have a great time. So y'all come, as they say in Louisiana. Y'all come, come on down.
All y'all.
All y'all. And we'll see you tomorrow right here. And thank you for coming on today. We got one of those Dave Knox moments, which we were able to jump on the web and invite everybody. So y'all come. See you tomorrow.
Great day.
Thank you very much, Greg.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Talk to you later.
You bet.